Hello, my name is Oscar. I study at the Pan American University of Puerto in the Faculty of Education and Humanities, School of Modern Languages. In today's video, I will go through some exercises selecting the correct option for each sentence. So, the general topic is talking about towns and cities. So the first sentence says, the bus was really blank space, so we couldn't get a seat. And the options are modern, crowded, peaceful, and safe. In this case, the correct word to use to complete this sentence is crowded. The bus was really crowded. That means there was a lot of people in the bus, so we couldn't get a seat. So crowded is the correct option. Second, we have it's an blank space area full of factories and warehouses. And the options are quiet, picturesque, industrial, and residential. So, from context that the sentence is giving us, which is the area has factories and warehouses, we can infer that the correct answer here is industrial. If we fill that in, the complete sentence would read as follows. It's an industrial area full of factories and warehouses. And that is the correct answer. Number 3 is, on sunny days, we often have a picnic in the blank space. And the options are statue, park, church, and mall. So the only way that we could complete this sentence in a logical way, we had to pick the option park. On sunny days, we often have a picnic in the park. And that is the correct answer. Number 4 says, many Christians in the area visit this blank space every Sunday. And the options are church, mosque, suburb, and factory. So as we know, in that religion, it's common to go to church every Sunday. So the option that makes sense here is church. Many Christians in the area visit this church every Sunday. And that is the correct answer. Number 5 is, I needed to send a letter. So I went to the blank space, library, park, post office, market. Okay, so the correct option in this case is post office, because that is where you would go if you needed to send a letter, not a park, library, or market. So the correct option is post office. Number 6 is, we visited a blank space where we saw some pots and tools that were over 600 years old. Okay, and the options are factory, statue, park, and museum. Okay, so again, from context, we know that the characters in the sentence visited a place that has some relics in it. So naturally, the correct option is museum. We visited a museum where we saw some pots and tools that were over 600 years old. And then we have number 7. It's a blank space city with very little crime. And the options are vibrant, crowded, dangerous, and safe. So the latter part of the sentence that reads, which with very little crime, gives away the answer, because some of the options directly contradict that latter part of the sentence, like dangerous. If we would use dangerous, it's a dangerous city with very little crime. That would make no sense. So the correct option is, of course, the word safe. It's a safe city with very little crime. The other two options, like vibrant or crowded, could also make sense, but the option that makes the most sense is safe. It's a safe city with very little crime, because it reinforces the idea. Number 8 is, it was blank space in the park, and I found it easy to relax. Okay, and the options are peaceful, industrial, residential, lively. Okay, so if the character in the sentence found it easy to relax, the correct answer for that blank space in this sentence is peaceful. It was peaceful in the park, so I found it easy to relax. If it were lively in the park, maybe it wouldn't be so easy to relax if it was very lively with many people doing activities or bringing on music. But if it was peaceful, it makes logical sense that is the character found it easy to relax. So the correct option is peaceful. Number 9, our hotel was in a blank space area with lots of museums and attractions. And the options are residential, touristy, quiet, cosmopolitan. Okay, so this one is very interesting. So from the context, from the sentence, we can infer that the characters are traveling. They are staying at a hotel, and we know that there are lots of museums and attractions. So the option that makes the most sense in this sentence is touristy. Our hotel was in a touristy area with lots of museums and attractions, meaning places to go visit and see in a new place when you are traveling. And finally, the final sentence is, the restaurant was very blank space, so we were lucky to get a table. Okay, this is an easy one. The options are industrial, peaceful, and cosmopolitan, which neither of those make any sense in this sentence. So the last option that we have is, of course, the correct one. Busy. The restaurant was very busy, so we were lucky to get a table. Busy means that there was a lot of people. There were many customers, so they were lucky to get a table. The restaurant was very busy, so we were lucky to get a table. And that is the last sentence for this exercise. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Goodbye for now.